Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby, y'all.
AI, so AI and Steph just played against each other in the Garden,
Yeah, I remember that.
and Georgetown won. So,
Yes.
so they calling me all night. Yeah, you next. My man Bubba Chuck said you next.
Like, you know what I mean? I play in Castle Hill. I go down to Kips Bay. I play against older guys. So it's like I could see it. You know what I mean? I'm watching like.
Shout out to High Five in the
just,
bath gate. Put that bath on. Let's get this rocking. Yeah. Yo, in the moment. Yes. Oh yeah, we lit in here tonight.
So I guess Mr. Thompson was like, yo, nah, we gonna make it, we gonna do this thing a little bit bigger. So the first tournament we go down.
Yeah, you wasn't in jail. You was in PC. Yeah, I'm just jealous. I'm going crazy.
Yo, you wasn't in jail. You was in PC.
So I'm going bananas.
You,
I'm going bananas. I'm yelling and all that. Jamel just threw him in the stands, so John Thompson get teched out the game. So we going crazy because we beat them. But I remember we standing at half court, and they like, man, New York got it. He was like, man, Lil Kim, Foxy, they bad. And I'm just looking at him. I'm like, yo.
Facts.
I was like, yo. I'm like, this how much? Because like, and you know, the one thing for me is that I take Grayson and Reg, Hot Five, all of them could attest to this. Like, yo, in that era, New York, that's the best era of New York. Period. New York was number one.
Sports every.
New York.
Okay.
New York was number one in everything.
Okay, that's a question I had for you. That's a question I had for you. Your opinion. Your 95 Gaucho team versus the Riverside Lloyd's team with Elton Brand in them.
Oh, our team.
You think y'all taking them?
Yeah,
He said that's easy. You know what? The debate that we had with me and Reg was, I was saying, I thought they might have been too big for y'all, but now you really think about it, I don't think the guard play can run with.
Nah, but it ain't even that. Like, the thing what you gotta understand, like, our guards was big mentally.
Yes.
Like we was like
y'all could rebound.
Yeah, like I loved them. Like, don't get me wrong, but you gotta understand, those is our little like for instance, like you said, that team right there, Ron Artez was on that team, right? Ron Artez was my little brother.
Heck said Gauchos would fuck them up.
like Ron Artez played in LaSalle with me. That was my little brother.
Facts. I forgot about that. That's true, Tone.
Yeah, so I brung him up. So where everybody else think Ron is crazy, Ron not crazy.
Ron's a baby to you. Yeah, I feel you.
That's little bro. So they
that's
like,
little bro.
Yeah, so it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like, you know, you gotta look at it like when it come to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what AAU team was your hardest comp? Because y'all was crazy.
No, like I said, the thing I would say is like the AAU teams that were strong was the teams that we played against. The other Riverside team.
No, I'm talking about outside of New York. What was the craziest team y'all ever played against?
Outside New York.
Like that had NBA players?
Yeah, the team I played against that was crazy was Michigan.
Who was on that team?
They had Chris Webber, they had Jalen Rose, they had
no, wait a minute. Five. You played against Webber and them on the AAU?
Yeah, I was a freshman.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So that's why when I got to the Wizards, that's why when I got to the Wizards,
my man sit here and say, yo, them niggas was crazy.
Yeah, so that's why when I got to the Wizards, I had so much love because like people.
Yeah, because I saw you with Juwan Howard.
Yeah, the difference with me is when I was in ninth grade, I played up, so I always played against. Like, you gotta think, like when I was in ninth grade, I played against Rasheed Wallace.
That's crazy. Give him a bomb, Tone.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you was playing seniors at Gauchos in ninth grade?
Yeah, so you got to think. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Like, so my thing is like how you said, like, this is no lie to this
day. 14.
This is to this day. Rasheed be like, yo, when you came to Philly, son, it was crazy, yo. So like when you say like, and that's not even boasting us. It's just always was the magnet. So it was like like the picture I put on the McDonald's All-American game, right? That picture where all of us sitting there. I had put it there for a point because I was like, because somebody had said something, and I was like, yeah, the difference with me is I always was a star amongst all the stars.
It showed.
Yeah.
Yo,
so
Chauncey Billups is looking at you like he was looking at you like he was looking like he saw you on MTV. Yeah, like he was just sitting there like this, like amazed, like it looked like they were just listening to you talk.
Yeah, so we went so when I played in Philly, we played in Simon Gratz, we lose, whatever, LaSalle, we lose. We go out to the club and all that. We in there going crazy in the little club. Like we young, so we teenagers. Rasheed Wallace runs all the way over there. Cause we getting into something with somebody. Rasheed come over there. Yo, can't nobody do nothing to him. Talking about me. Cause on the court, the way I was playing, he like, yo, it's so crazy. Perfect example. I coach at Adidas Nations, right? I'm coaching. This is like 5 years ago. I was at Providence. I go to Adidas Nation to coach. I'm coaching Zion, DeAndre Ayton, Dennis Smith Jr., Harry Giles, right? So I'm coaching them. So, and it's like a big camp. There's everybody there. Tatum, all of them. So I told Tyronn Lue, I'm like, yo, come. This is right that he coached the Cavaliers or whatever, right? So
yeah,
Tyronn Lue come. You know, of course, he giving his speech and all that. And dudes are laughing. Dudes is laughing. Dudes is like, yeah, remember Iverson crossed you up with all that, right? Tyronn Lue said, yo, I'm going to tell y'all something. He said, yo, I know y'all laughing and all that. He said, yo, y'all laughing about AI and all that. He said, that's cool. He said, but I'm going to tell y'all a story, though. The only nigga that ever killed me is standing right here next to me. He said, yo, we played against Sham in Ohio. He said, yo, this nigga was dribbling so low, I thought he was an alien.
Yo, for real, son.
But listen,
I said this alien. Yeah, with the long arms. Everybody used to say, yo, he's weird. Look at his arms.
But the craziest joint about the story was, until he brought it up, I didn't even know I played against him. He was like, yo, remember you got MVP?
Oh, you mean like he knew who you was?
Yeah. So I didn't like, I know him. I know him because him and Chance was best friends, and Chance was like, yo, T. Lue want to meet you. And I was like, cool, whatever. But I never knew why. So then when he told the story, and he was like, yo, I was the little kid, light-skinned kid that was Mexican that was guarding you. And I remember when he was guarding me, but I never knew it was Tyronn Lue.
Got you.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. So that's why I said all of it.
You played Ray Allen?
Yeah, Ray Allen, yeah. The Big East, you know.
Hey,
First,
you have any Ray Allen stories?
First of all, when I was in the Big East, everybody from the Big East was top 5 picks.
Of course.
Yeah, it was Ray Allen, Kerry Kittles, Allen Iverson, John Wallace.
So you went out that year?
No. That was my freshman year.
You went out the next year, right?
Yeah, his freshman year was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't remember that shit was big. Like every game that when he was on TV, it was like Mike Tyson.
It was like NBA. It was like
it had the same effect. Mike Tyson was fire. I'm not trying to sound like a fan. It was like hip hop's on TV.
It was.
Yeah, like the Big East was like the closest thing to the NBA. So then here go another story. I'm coaching at Providence. Same thing. Chance called me. Chance like, yo, he was with the Clippers. He was like, yo, I need you to come to the game. They was playing Boston. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, what's up? The Chance like one of my coaches. So he like, yo, come to the game.
Can you move the phone back the way it was before? Yeah, we need all this. We need all this knowledge. Now we can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you good now.
Yeah. So he's like, yo, can you come to the game? And I was like, yeah, I'll come to the game. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, yo, I want you to meet somebody. He was like, somebody want to meet you. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll come to the game. So shout out to my man, Howie Long. So I got my man Howie with me. We go to Boston Garden, go to the game. At the game, we go downstairs in the tunnel. He come out. He like, yo, I got somebody that's a fan of yours. Like he loves you. I'm like, who? And he's like, I'm gonna just bring him out. So he bring him out. Chris Paul come out.
Wow.
So Chris Paul come out and he's like, yo.
He's a kid then.
No, Chris Paul playing with the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Paul
Yeah.
is the sham too.
Paul, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Chris Paul's playing with the Clippers. So
okay, this is when you're coaching in Providence at this time.
This is when I'm coaching at Providence. So he comes.
Got you.
So I'm standing there and he's like, yo. He's telling my man Howie. He's like, yo, you don't even know who you standing with. And Howie like you know, we from New York. Howie like, man, what are you talking about, bro? He like, yo, if it wasn't for him and Tim Hardaway, I wouldn't have wanted to play basketball. So mind you, I'm blown. I'm just sitting there.
Who said that? Chris Paul?
This is what Chris Paul saying. So I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there because I'm just
best handle ever.
Yeah, I'm just sharing the story. So when people always be like, yo, Chris Paul always give you love. So I'm just sharing the story, like the reason. So he's like, bro. So I'm like, yo, thanks, I appreciate it. You know, New York, we try to get out of there quick. We like, yo, thanks, bro, cool, whatever. So he grabbing my hand. And I'm like, nah, you good. I'm like, yo, bless, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move. Because New York dudes, we like, yo, we don't want all the time.
Yeah, different niggas.
Like,
yeah,
cool.
facts.
Yeah. We like, yo, it's love, whatever. So then he's like, nah, bro. Like, you think I'm joking? He like, you think I'm joking? He like, yo, hold on for a minute. He calls his man on speakerphone. And he like, yo, who was we just talking about? And his man was like, what are you talking about, Shammgod? He like, yo, I'm standing with him right now. Would you let him know how we used to watch his tapes in high school and we used to watch him and all this and that? So it's just like, so when you get love like that, it's like, it's just a different
Bro, I just saw Sham. I just saw Chris Paul Sham in the playoffs last year.
Against us.
Yes.
Yeah,
against Dallas.
And gave me a shout out.
And what he said to you, I know he said something.
No. He gave me a shout out. Like, he was like, yeah, I was doing the Sham versus Sham. Like this, right? And then and then me and him talked, and I was like, bro. And I said, bro, you know, cause like I usually anybody that do it, I would put it on Instagram. And I was like, bro, you know I can't put it on Instagram right now because we playing.
Shout out to D-Rock in the building.
I was like, you know I can't put it on Instagram because we playing against y'all right now. And then he was like, nah, I get it. And he was like, I was just trying to show you love. He was like, you already know how I feel about you. And, you know, and me and him been tight, like, since that day. We've been mad close.
Only because I've been waiting for this. Hold on. All right, we have a legend. We have a legend on the line right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. There's a lot of urban myths. And I just, you know, I'm one of those, like, I played, for Gauchos in Riverside, but I wasn't like no player. I was on the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've always been like on that, the conversations on the bench. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just, one of the debates, like when I was young growing up, was who was above the rim was about. Like, everyone thought because of the part down the middle, it was about Steph. And I always said, look where it's taking place. And believe it or not, Sham had the Steph part down the middle with the S-curl before he did.
Yes, he did.
And I used to sound like a fan, but I just want to, like, have you ever heard, like, above the rim maybe was about you as opposed to...
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a gem, though. I'm going to give you a gem. What people don't know is not above the rim. Fuck.
Facts, D-Rock.
Not on. Why is it's on my head? The joint with Ray Allen.
Oh, he got game?
He Got Game was about me and Steph.
People
don't know that. Because what happened was, people don't even know. What happened was, me and Steph was supposed to play parts in there. But you couldn't get paid if you was going to college for doing that. And when Spike Lee first approached my father, he wanted Ray Allen character to be named God. And they said no. That's why they did Jesus. That's why his name was Jesus.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but not for nothing, I always thought above the rim made more sense with you. I mean, Harlem, part down the middle.
Yeah. Nah. That was,
and Sham, just so you know,
working out
above the rim was about a bunch of people from Harlem. that play ball. That's all. Like
I ain't gonna
everybody
lie.
else is good.
And Sham, just for the record, because I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that move too, the Sham. But they don't look like you when they do the Sham though.
That's
Everybody.
because
They don't got
yo,
the
hold
arms.
on.
Pawns.
Everybody
no,
don't do.
no, no,
It's
no,
like
no.
fake Shams. They're fake
It's not.
Shams.
It's not even that. Hold on for 1 minute. Let me get this charger. Hold on.
Shape, baby.
No, I really mean that though. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Like when Sham shammed you, niggas' bodies really shifted. So like when I saw Chris Paul do the Sham, like he caught him, but the body didn't.
It was like pump, pump.
Yeah, it was like stiff. It was like a stiff Sham.
It was the Chris Paul Sham.
Yeah, it was a CP3 Sham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Oh yeah, y'all getting a good interview tonight. That's a fact. He dropping some gems. If you feeling Shammgod tonight, put some fire emojis up or something, man. Sham is definitely giving that fire tonight. That's a fact. This is definitely classic in the moment. Shout out to Heck in the building too. We getting to it. Shout out to Danza Report too. High five, yes.
Get Hassan in here, man.
What happened is the reason why it seems like that is because when I do it, I go over the top. Everybody
They saying Westbrook did a okay Sham.
No, his joint was live.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Westbrook Sham is good.
Hold on, Shay.
Yeah.
His joint was fire.
I'm gonna tell you who did the best Sham ever. Lamar Odom.
Gaucho
Jim.
Nah, he threw it through his legs. That was like an in and out.
No,
through the
I'm
legs.
gonna tell you. Westbrook is probably my best.
He's the runner-up?
No, you know why I would say Westbrook? Because he a person that don't do moves. And then he threw the crazy pass off it.
Yeah, he did.
And style with it. Did the little Harlem style, like the little flair, like.
Yeah.
You know, of course, CP and Kyrie is a given.
Did he say anything to you about that?
Yeah. And then even in the press conference after, he showed me love. He was like, yeah, you know, I had to do that move. You know, that's what the kids be calling the Shammgod and all that. You know, shout out, whatever, you know. And, you know, me and him is mad cool, too.
Facts. Yo, the Euro step is here. It's here. It's like, that's the new thing. You know what I'm saying? Now they figuring out all these new Euro steps with they're trying to sneak the fourth step in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow's game. Like, you know,
but let me
the Sham is here forever. The Sham is here forever.
Let me give y'all a jewel, though. And people don't know. I mean, people do know, but they don't think about it. So everybody say Euro step, Euro step, Euro step. This is no lie. And if Reg is still on here, high five is still on here. The Euro step, when I was growing up, was the young life. Kareem Reed used to always do the fake pass, step that way and step this way for the layup. It's the same as the Euro step. The same. It's the same exact move. It's the same exact move. It's the same exact move where you fake the ball that way, but you step this way, go like this, and change direction.
How were you in Kareem Reed battles?
Oh, it was epic. You know what I'm saying?
Epic, like, right?
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying?
CYP, Shay.
You know what I'm saying? I used to look up to Reem. You know what I'm saying? Reem probably got the biggest heart of any player I've ever known.
Can I tell you about a story about Kareem Reed when I was watching him when he went in Arkansas? I remember one game, a dude ripped him or something like that, or he ripped the dude, one of the two. But I think it was him. One of them was going for a fast break, and I think Kareem Reed, like a 7-foot nigga, like chased him down and like intentionally fouled him and threw him into like the basket. This nigga jumped up on ESPN, Tone, got low, was ready to fight this nigga on ESPN. I will never forget that day, Tone. Kareem Reed. No, because look, this is what it was.
Shout out to Little Lee.
Yeah, shout out to Reem. When Sham was on TV, it was like you wanted to watch him for the dribble move. When Kareem was on TV, it was like he was playing like a street ball game 100%. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah.
But see, when I was coming up, you know, you got to think like Felipe Lopez was the first LeBron James.
Definitely.
Like Felipe Lopez was crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? And You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think, like, and that's why I like, in the Players Tribune when I wrote my piece, and I was just talking about like the era of Harlem was so different than, and like a lot of people always say, you know, man, you get mad love, mad respect from people in the NBA, and I said because you know you gotta understand the way the kids play now in the NBA, they play like New York.
Yeah.
Like for instance, right? New York is the
Like I
first
said,
place. New York is the first place in the world where you play 5-out basketball, right? So, like right now in the NBA, that's the biggest thing: 5-out basketball, spacing, 5-out basketball. Not really big men. So if you look at New York, everybody in New York had to know. I don't care how big, short you was. You had to learn how to dribble. You had to learn how to rebound. You had to learn how to post up. You got guards posting up in New York, right? So now, when you look at the NBA now, New York is the first place. Like if you get up by a lot of points, you will hold the ball out and make people play man to man, right? So when you look at the NBA now, that's all they do. They space the floor out and let one person go to work, and they play off that. That was the New York model, like because there wasn't no shot clocks in New York, so we just hold the ball and be like, "Yo, make them play man to man, make them play man to man."
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
like
remember when y'all used to play. You're right. You guys used to sit at the top of the key.
exactly,
And Dave Jones would be like, and Coach Dave McCullough like, not yet, not yet.
exactly,
And Bruno
exactly.
and them. But look, this is the first time I've ever seen this on here. Yeah, the people in here are loving you, Sham. This I never seen nothing pop up like this. There's somebody in here that sent a question. I just clicked on it. You see it?
Yeah. Nah, what's the question? Let me
It
see.
says Driven. It's from Driven Athletic Academy.
Hold on.
Sham, this is D from